Hello and welcome back to another Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon video. Today we're going to be talking about the light armor in the game. So, the armor in this game, or our clothing, a lot of it is, but you know, whatever. The stuff you wear that protects you from damage in this game is split up into three categories. You have light armor, medium armor, and heavy armor. And there are obvious things that go with each of them. The most obvious one just being that the less weight that you're wearing for your armor, the less stamina you use. But there's also other things like specific perks like lightness of being. So if you don't have any medium or heavy armor equipped and you have this perk, you gain an extra 100 to your armor rating. So like I said, there's various things that go into deciding what type of armor you wear, but the main one is just that you don't actually have that much ability to carry weight in this game, so the lighter your armor is, the better, just on average. And on top of that, all armor can, or most armor, because there's a couple examples where this isn't true, but most armor can be upgraded by bringing it here. We're in the main castle. If you bring it to the blacksmith up here, you can pay him to sharpen it, and you can upgrade pretty much everything. And I haven't found an upper limit on any of them. So I went through with every single piece of clothing and armor that I could find in the game, and I recorded all of their armor values at various different levels of upgrade. So I did level 1, level 5, level 10, level 20, level 40, and then chose a point for each type of armor. For light armor, it's 100 armor value, and found out how many times you had to upgrade it to get them up to there. So technically, you could make the entire decision up to aesthetics. You could just make an outfit based on like just looking super cool, and then just upgrade it all the way. There are very few pieces of armor that you cannot upgrade. And if you do that, then obviously it'll just take more time and money, but you can have your extra cool looking outfit have just as good of an armor value. But today we're going to be looking at the best stuff that exists in the game, and that's just going to be based on how much you have to pay to get it to that level. So, just as a rough level overview, I guess, we can look at the best stuff overall. And so when it comes to light armor, the best body armor, so the slot that covers your torso, is going to be the silk tunics. And now there are two different variants of this. There's a red one, which you can see I've got here in my inventory, and I've got it leveled all the way up to plus 40. And there's also a blue one. They have exactly the same stats, so they're interchangeable here, but they are pound for pound the best light armor that you can wear in the game, just because you don't have to spend nearly as much money on this as you do with any other slot of light armor for the torso to get it up to this high of a level. So for the silk tunic at level 1, it has 14 armor value, which is the highest out of any of them. Well, it's tied with the Traveler's Pants, but the Traveler's Pants cannot be upgraded past that, so that one is only good at level 1. Then at level 5, the silk tunic goes up to 21. At level 10, it goes up to 28. Level 20, it goes up to 42. Level 40, it goes up to 70. And to get it to 100 armor value, you have to get it up to level 62. So the silk tunic is the best as far as torso armor out of the light armor goes. As far as shoulder armors or capes, there's only one that I found so far in the light armor class, and it's the warm coat. You get this by a quest right here in the castle where you talk to a guy who's up on the wall and he's cold in the rain, so he wants you to make this for him. And it's a very short quest, but at the end of it you learn how to make this, and it's the only light armor cape or shoulder armor in the game that I've found so far, and so therefore it is by default the best. That being said, as far as the stats on it, it starts out at level 1 with 9 armor value, goes up to 14 armor value at level 5. By level 21, or by level 10, you're at 21 armor. By level 20, you're at 34 armor. By level 40, you're at 61 armor. And when you get it up to level 70, like I have this one here, you'll be at 101 armor. So that's how you cross over the 100 armor threshold for the warm coat. For shoes or footwear for light armor, the best ones that you can find in the game are the Nobleman's boots. They start out at level 1 with 5 armor. Then at level 5, they've got 12. At level 10, they've got 19. Level 20, they have 33. And at level 40, they have 60. And to get them to 100, you have to get them to level 69. So, the Nobleman's boots just take the cake for light armored shoes. They're the best out of the 4 options I was able to identify. For hand armor out of light armor, the best ones are the silk gloves. They start with 6 armor value. By level 5, you're at 13. By level 10, you're at 20. By level 20, you're at 34. By level 40, you're at 62. And you have to upgrade them to level 68 to get them to 100 armor value. The best head armor for light armor is the Ranger's Hood. I actually don't have it on this save because that is one that you don't get until the very last or second to last main mission that currently exists in the game, where you have to decide what you're going to do, whether you're going to go after Galahad, One Eye, or the Captain. And Galahad has the Ranger's equipment, so if you want to get your hands on that, that's how you do it. But the Ranger's Hood is the best light head armor in the game. Starts off with 9 armor value. At level 5, you've got 16. At level 10, you've got 23. Level 20, you've got 37. Level 40, you've got 65. And once you get it up to level 66, you'll have 100 armor value with the Ranger's Hood. And finally, the best light pants in the game are the satin trousers. They start off with 23 leg armor, or armor value for your legs, which is by far the highest out of any light armor. And in fact, you know, ranks pretty well amongst pants in general in the game. At level 5, you'll have 30. Level 10, you'll have 37. Level 20, you'll have 51. Level 40, you'll have 78. And once you get them up to level 56, you'll have 100 armor value. So that's just a rough level overview of the best single items in the game. If you want to make up a suit of armor or light armor that has just the best stats for the money that you've invested, those are the items for it. But now I'm just going to go through 5 quick sets that I've put together based on appearance and lore. You know, they make sense going together, but I ranked them via how good their stats are. So let's just go through them all now. So the first one we've got here is at number 5, we have what I'm calling the Village Healer. So you can tell that it's kind of got a, I don't know, traveling, I say healer, but it could be merchant and could be all sorts of things, but this is what it looks like. And this suit of armor or outfit is made up of the following pieces. We have the worn silk hat, the Village Healer's robe, the warm coat, the nobleman's boots, the torn satin trousers, and the bandages. And so this suit of armor or outfit, I'm probably just going to say outfit going forward, weighs 5.4 in total, so still quite light. You can see that we're only halfway up the armor bar there, so that's great. Keeps us nice and light for stamina. At level 1 for all of the items, so I'll break down each of the stats. At level 1, if you have all these items just at level 1, it's 28 for your total armor value. At level 5, you'd be at 68. Level 10, you'd be at 110. Level 20, you're at 193. And at level 40, for all these items, you'd be at 358. So that's the value of upgrading clothing in this game. You can start off with pieces of clothing that on their own, you know, at the beginning aren't really all that impressive and don't really provide all that much protection. But if you get each of these items up to level 40, you've got, you know, over 350 armor value, which is quite good. So that is number 5, the Village Healer. Let's move on to number 4. All right, so here at number 4, we've got the Red Priest, and this one obviously is you know, Red Priest themed. And so this outfit is made up of the Red Priest's cowl, the Red Priest's robe, the warm coat, the nobleman's boots, the torn Red Priest's robe, and the frayed silk gloves. And so those items all put together, if all of them are at level 1, you'll have a total armor value of 38. If all of them are at level 5, you'll have a total armor value of 78. All of them at level 10, you have a total armor value of 120. At level 20, they'll be 203. And at level 40, you'll have 368. So almost 370 armor value from this outfit. And I think this one, just roleplay wise, makes a lot of sense with mage type characters. It looks good for maybe a fire mage or something like that, you know. So roleplay wise, that's where I'd be at. But that's number 4. I honestly think this outfit looks pretty good. And obviously protection wise, once you get it leveled up, there's quite a bit. So that's number 4. Let's move on to number 3. All right, and at number 3, we've got the peasant, or whatever, the looter, the bandit, whatever you want to call this one. But this outfit, I think, comes together rather well. The only thing I have about any of these outfits is I wish they had a couple more options for shoulder armor than the warm coat, because as much as it doesn't look terrible, it does look a little repetitive having it on every outfit. But that being said, this outfit is made up of the looter's mask, the peasant shirt, the warm coat, the tattered boots, the trousers, and the bandages. And so if you've got all of those items at level 1, you'll have a total armor value for this suit of 37. If they're all at level 5, you'll have it at 77. Level 10 will be 119. Level 20 is 201, and level 40 is 368. So we're the same armor value, actually, as the Red Priest, the one that we just did. The only difference is this one only has a weight of 5.8, whereas the Red Priest had a weight of 6.1. So this one is slightly lighter, and therefore in the light armor ranking, better, considering it has the same armor value. So that's number 3, the peasant. Let's move on to number 2. All right, at number 2, we have the necromancer. So this one's pretty cool looking. Another one that I think goes rather well with the magic type build. I mean, kind of obviously, given what we're working with here. I like how there's still some armor clipping because his butt sticks out through the robe. So that's fun. Hopefully they work on that a little bit. But as far as the items that make up this outfit, we have the necromancer's mask, the necromancer's robe, the warm coat, the frayed silk gloves, the satin trousers, and the nobleman's boots. boots. And so if all of those items are at level 1, this suit of armor or outfit will have a armor value of 42. If they're all at level 5, it'll have one of 82. If they're all at level 10, we'll be at 124. At level 20, it's 207. And at level 40, it'd be 371. So these ones, this outfit is marginally higher than both the peasant and the red priest. And it definitely has a unique vibe to it. So that is number 2, the necromancer. Let's move on to the number 1 best light armor outfit that we've got so far in this game. All right, and so at number 1, we have the nobleman, or I guess the rich merchant, but I like to go with nobleman. See eclipse on this one too. But this outfit obviously doesn't look like it's very well armored, but given that it's made up of all the best items that you can get as far as light armor go, it makes sense why it would take the number 1 spot. So this outfit is made up of the silk hat, the silk tunic, the warm coat, the silk gloves, the satin trousers, and the nobleman's boots. So it does have a very wealthy townsman look to it, you know, other than your butt sticking through the back of your outfit. That would definitely take the class of your outfit down a little bit. But that's kind of the vibe it gets. And I don't mind it. I think it works pretty well. And given that, like I said, you can make an extremely good set of armor stat-wise with these items relatively easy, I think it makes sense to go for it. This one is the heaviest out of all the ones on this list. It comes in at 7.9 for the total weight. And, you know, that's still fine because we're still well within the light armor rating. So for the stats on this one, if everything's at level 1, you'll be at 63 for armor value. If everything's at level 5, it'll be 103. If everything's at level 10, it'll be 145. At level 20, you're at 228. And at level 40, you're at 393. So almost 400, which is honestly a really, really good suit of light armor. That provides you a tremendous amount of protection against enemies. So especially if you're fighting with a sword and shield or something like that, so you're able to block attacks anyway. If any of them slip through, that level of armor will actually protect you significantly well once you've got them leveled up. So that is the number 1 spot, and that's all that I have to say about light armor today. It's actually a relatively simple and straightforward system as far as games go. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it useful, but that's all for today. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.